Hello and welcome to NCTV episode 52. That's right, herein marks the 52nd consecutive week of bite-sized health tip videos coming to you from Nicholas Coysh, Osteopathy and Wellbeing, based in Storrington, West Sussex. It's strange to think that it's now been a whole year since starting these on the back of the first UK coronavirus lockdown. There's obviously been a few reopenings and lockdowns since then, and we're currently in the third UK lockdown, so hopefully these advice videos have indeed helped your health to flourish and will continue to do so throughout the COVID pandemic and for the years to come. So without further ado, we move on to today's topic, which is all about yoga. To cover this, I thought the best way would be to provide answers to some of the more common questions that I get asked about it in clinic. So first of all, what is yoga? To define it, yoga is an ancient form of exercise that focuses on strength, flexibility and breathing to boost physical and mental well-being. The main components of yoga are postures, a series of movements designed to increase strength and flexibility, and breathing. Where did yoga come from? So a bit of history for you. The practice originated in India about 5,000 years ago and has been adapted in other countries in a variety of ways since, and now it's commonplace in leisure centres, health clubs, schools, hospitals and surgeries throughout the world. What are the benefits of yoga? Well, there have been dozens of scientific trials of varying quality published on yoga, and while there is scope for more rigorous studies on its health benefits, most studies suggest that yoga is a safe and effective way to increase physical activity, especially strength, flexibility and balance. There's also some evidence that regular yoga practice is beneficial for people with high blood pressure, heart disease, aches and pains, including the lower back, and for depression and stress. Does yoga count towards your 150 minutes of daily activity? Well, when thinking about your daily 150-minute activity count, as set out by the government guidelines, unfortunately yoga is not strenuous enough to count as moderate activity. However, it does still count as a strengthening exercise, and at least 2 sessions a week will help you to meet the mentioned guidelines on muscle strengthening activities. Can yoga help to prevent falls? Yoga and Tai Chi are well recommended for older adults who are at risk of falls. So by doing yoga, this helps to strengthen your lower body, especially the knees and the ankles, helping to improve balance and coordination, thereby reducing your risk of falling. However, note that not every fall can be prevented, and they may actually be caused by an underlying health condition, in which case it's good to see your local GP or visit a local falls clinic at a hospital. In terms of whether yoga can help with arthritis, it is actually very popular amongst arthritis sufferers for its gentle way of promoting flexibility and strength. Some research actually suggests yoga can reduce pain and mobility problems in people with knee osteoarthritis. However, at the same time, some yoga moves are not suitable for people with the condition, so be sure to find a teacher who understands arthritis and can adapt movements for individual needs, especially if you have a replacement joint. And always check with your doctor, physio, osteopath and other physical therapists to find out if there are any movements to avoid. Are you too old for yoga? If you're thinking you're probably too old to start yoga, that may not necessarily be the case. People often start yoga in their 70s, and many say that they only wish they had started sooner. There are in fact yoga classes for every age group, and it's a form of exercise that can be enjoyed at any time of life, from childhood to your more advanced years. Some other common questions that crop up are, do you have to be fit to do yoga? And the answer to that is no, as you can join in a class that's suitable for your fitness level. For example, to join a mixed yoga ability class, you need to be able to get up and down from the floor. However, some yoga classes are purely chair-based, so that solves that problem if it is one for you. Do you need to be flexible to do yoga? The answer is not necessarily, and yoga will actually improve your flexibility and help you to go beyond your normal range of movement, which may help you to perform your daily activities easier. Can you injure yourself doing yoga? Well, while yoga-related injuries are uncommon, some injuries can be caused by repetitive strain or overstretching. My advice would be never to try and compete with others around you, as this is often when people push themselves beyond their limits and then have to book a trip to their friendly local osteopath. Yoga is the same as any other exercise discipline really. It's perfectly safe if taught properly and by people who understand it and have experience. So again, it's advisable to learn from a qualified yoga teacher and choose a class that is appropriate for your level. What style of yoga should you do? There are quite a number of different styles of yoga to choose from, such as Ashtanga, Iyengar, and Sivananda. Some styles are more vigorous than others, while some may have a different emphasis, such as posture or breathing. As a result, many yoga teachers develop their own practice by studying more than one style. To answer the question though, no style is necessarily better than or more authentic than any other, so the key again is to choose a class appropriate for your fitness level. What type of class should you look out for? Classes vary in duration, but typically they last between 45 and 90 minutes. A longer class will give you more time for learning, breathing and relaxation techniques, and will give the teacher time to work with you on a more individual basis and to help with your ability level. At the moment in lockdown, all classes are online via the likes of Zoom. However, that will soon change again, and when in-person classes resume, it's worth speaking to a teacher about their approach before you sign up to make sure that it's the right class for you. Where can you find a yoga class? No specific qualifications are required to teach yoga in the UK. However, it's generally accepted that teachers need to be insured. Some teachers may have a teaching certificate and accreditation from a yoga association, and the main UK yoga associations are the British Wheel of Yoga, Independent Yoga Network, Iyengar Yoga UK, and the Yoga Alliance Professionals. These associations all list teachers and classes near you on their website. Finally, can you use a book or a yoga DVD instead of going to a class? Put simply, it's better that you start with a class to learn the poses and breathing techniques correctly. With a DVD, there will be nobody to correct your mistakes, which may lead to injury over time. With some experience of being in a class, a DVD can then be helpful to keep up your practice of it going forwards. So there you have it for today. I hope that answers most of your yoga related questions, and I look forward to seeing you next time for some more bite-sized bits to help your health flourish. Bye for now.